845. Now, Mr. Panyo, you know that is his WhatsApp number, Mr. Okumu? I don't think it is. But why I'm giving you this number is because I'm going to work with them directly. Now, head teacher Koro SS and my friend who has already started. Every day, I would like to know what has happened. How? Mr. ICT of Sacred Heart, you are going to train all ICT teachers if they don't know in the region. And the sister, please accept. To know how to open a blog for a school. If you don't have any technology gadget, you don't have a phone, there is a head teacher in your district who has a phone. There is a teacher in your school who has a phone. The moment the trees are ripe, or the moment the students go out to do this, take a picture and put it on a blog and say, Koro SS, planting trees. Then tomorrow, senior 1 students watering. Then the other day, head teacher walking around to see the growth of trees. Then the other day, senior 2 is going around to measure the heights of the trees to use in the mathematics lesson. I'm going to share a document that I had written for photocopying for you, where I have indicated how all the many subjects that I can think about will use that tree project to teach the new curriculum. I will come back to talk to you about the new curriculum on another day, dear head teachers. I should have introduced myself further. I worked as a teacher at Katkam SDA in 1994. So I was with the SDA church. I had a stint at St. Mary's College, Chisubi in 1996 for my school practice. I joined Gayaza High School in 1996 and lived there for 22 years. I rose to the level of a deputy teacher. I'm a Catholic, a man in a girls' Anglican school. And in 2018, I had done so much for the school, and Gayaza High School was internationally recognized in 2 areas, ICT and agriculture. So don't get surprised why trees become, I look at it as agriculture. I raised the profile of the school farm. I raised the profile of technology. And I won awards for Gayaza High School on the global scene. I was nominated in 2015 as one of the best 50 teachers in the world. Why am I telling you this story? If anyone believes that Gayaza High School is a great school, I want Sacred Heart in the next 100 days. I want your school in the next 100 days for people to realize that there is a school in Acholi region, West Nile, that everybody should run to and see what they do. And that does not take a lot. If you want the minister to learn about you, because you are doing what the Nehemiah project is supposed to do, you put those pictures on a blog every day. For the next 100 days, we shall be in business. So, my dear head teachers, I'm not in these regions to sleep. I'm also here to grow my profile. I'm here to make sure that the education in this country blossoms, so that case studies are picked from these regions and taken to other. So, you are either with me or without. I want to do everything you want me to do, but I also want you to listen in to the policies of government and what our leaders say. And when I go into that WhatsApp, I should hear somebody saying, the minister said this. But if also I've gotten the information, I should be able to say, friends, listen in, the minister said this. So, I'm not going to say much about the Nehemiah project. I'm also reading around it, but we already have an expert. Which school is this? And can you imagine, Corey says for him it's coming from an NGO. So Apollo, please tell us about the Nehemiah project. What are the objectives? I hear there are trees to fence the school. He was also talking about some fencing. There are fruit trees. There is also beautifying. Can you imagine walking to a school and you're going through an avenue? Because senior 1 of 2023, each student planted one tree, and in 4 years you walk through an avenue and they drive through going to that school. How can that be possible? Not the expert. You have agriculture teachers, don't you? But at least what I know is that the First Lady has mentioned it. Who am I not to follow what the First Lady has not? So we are not going to wait for UNDP. We are not going to wait because a seedling, he can give us 100 seedlings that we plant. Watering, I want to thank Guru. Please take my greetings to Guru City. It is so clean. How I wish. So do you teach this cleanliness in schools? I want to understand. Where is it coming? Who is enforcing this? What is your school going to do to ensure that your village, your city, is clean? That is the new curriculum. What are the English language teachers doing? One of these days, I will meet subject by subject. And for me as an IT, if I want to meet all English language teachers, I go through the IT people, put them on Zoom. I will tell them. So I want to meet the ICT teachers to know that we must be visible. And sister, please accept. We organize. 8 teachers, when we come up with a date, sister will communicate to you. And please put all the ICT teachers online. An ICT teacher who can an ICT teacher who cannot go onto Zoom is a dead ICT teacher. I moved with the certificates. The friend from Amoro, you helped me take this certificate. I don't know where this teacher comes from, but in the last 1 month, for those who have been on MS issues, we've been trying to train your teachers on MS, but we also give them a chance to get certified if they are really ICT teachers. And the Uganda Institute of Information and Communication Technologies towards Makerere University Business School, MOBS, has accepted to work with us. I would love all the teachers in our schools to have these certificates. How we are going to do it in 100 days, I don't know. But when I meet the ICT teachers, please, sister, the ICT teachers should come with their director of studies. You have directors of studies. You also have deputies. So I want to meet 3 people. And never mind, if a head teacher has time on that this sitting, I don't want to burden you so much. But I want to tell these people, your deputy, now I'm telling you the head teachers, that we are not going to run away from technology. If there is a head teacher here who touches a computer and you've never gotten a certificate, please, can we get a certificate in 15 days? 1 hour each day. At 5, instead of going to anything, sit in the office, go online and do this. You can talk about it. How is it possible for me to do it? If you don't have computer skills, the next school, the district support school, should be your next destination. Go there and then start. You know, this is how we start. If you saw me typing, I'm not a very fast typewriter. But that did not stop me from getting a Microsoft award in using technology in my classroom. It does not stop me walking around my phone. So, dear head teachers, I'm ready to cover these certificates. When you work online, you get your certificate in 15 hours. This is a basic course. 1 hour a day, 15 days. Me, I go, they print them, they sign them, I carry them. Whenever I'm coming to group, I bring a badge for whoever is in 100 days. Let's see how many people will have gotten that. But that is my pledge. So we've talked about being visible as schools, and the ICT people are going to take on that. In the next 100 days, put all the learners and the teachers on ends. Now, the learners have their challenges, and we are discussing them. Those that have failed, let them be with the extreme challenges. We are on WhatsApp to support anyone. And I already saw some teachers, Mr. Ochi yesterday was telling people, put off whoever is making noise here. And I said, my lady teachers now come with this management style here. But yes, that was very good, Mr. Ochi. I would love to have all the teachers, head teachers, on that platform, but not all of us can. But I would love all the people who are working on your MS, to be on that group. I'm going to make the ICT gentleman here, Charles, an administrator of the group, so that you bring on board all the MS people within this region. I will get another one also from ZOSS for Western Africa. We must do MS clean. If I'm in charge of supporting schools from pre-primary to university on ends, how can my region fail? And for me that is a question. How can my region fail? It should not fail. I should give all the support possible. I'm ready. I have people who are ready to support the schools. Now, for the teachers in government schools, what is the challenge? Why can't you put the teachers? Now we are going for transfers. For me, whenever you send me a list of teachers for transfer, I should go onto my laptop, I would open here and see all your schools, and I should see all the teachers, so that I know whether I'm transferring a tall man, a dark one, a brown one, somebody who puts on glasses, whatever. The picture must be there. But those teachers have challenges. Some of them, their papers got lost, some of them what. We wrote a letter. My commissioner signed. We had an acting commissioner because Mr. Kulova has been on leave. Signed. Later we say, please send all the emails for those teachers who are failing to get the TS number to your desk officer. If anyone has that list, please give it to me. I go with it and tell the department in charge that please make sure by the end of today, these teachers have their certificate and they have their e-registration number. What I'm getting to is the reason why I'm here is to support you. Now, if there is any teacher who is failing to be registered because of failing to get the e-registration number, write a report on that teacher. Otherwise, in the next 100 days, all the teachers must be on the what? On the MS portal. Then for learners, the challenges are still many, but we should be able to know what is the challenge. So you task the person who is doing MS for you to give you a report on MS. To give you a report on MS. And I would like sister to accept that Charles Chan is the ICT person here, whom I'm going to make an administrator, can ask, support all those teachers to know why they are failing. His number is 0784 066 916. So Charles, kindly accept to mentor these teachers, put their challenges on the platform, and let us find the solutions. If we can't answer issues in Acholi region, then we shall know that we have failed on things. Stop using vendors. If your ICT teacher is not working, find another teacher. It may be a mathematics teacher, it may be a deputy, it may be anything. Find another person to work. But train the ICT teacher. If they are not responsive, put them on the transfer form. That is the awkward one now. That is the awkward one. But in the next 100 days, I will see which school is not visible, and I will know the ICT teacher has a challenge. And personally, I will get in because that is my job in this region. But I know that we will be able to do it. Dear head teachers, and now I'm speaking to both private and government. MS is not a request. MS is a policy issue. MS must be done. I want to request every school to take on one primary school in this region, in your village, in your district, next to you. Sister, you have a primary school here. Head teacher, look for the head teacher of that school, have a cup of tea with them and ask them one question. How is MS going? For Acholi and West Nile, let the blog show me the head teacher sitting in a meeting with the primary school head teacher. And just put there a few things. We talked about this, and this was the reply. Put it on the blog. My job is going to follow what happens in your schools on a daily through your school blog. And my job is to make sure every other person reads about schools in this region. If people want to support us in the region, how will they come to support us when they don't know us? I hear non-government organizations, how do they get to Koro SH? Why don't they get to another school in Omoro and another school in Bulu? Dear head teachers, I have 100 days. If I failed totally to get these schools visible, I will know that the region is difficult. But can the region be difficult if we are meeting today? It cannot. They look perfect, but they are possible. So please, in the next 100 days, sit with me, the next primary school, and talk about MS. And as a school, lead them to some of another school that can help them if you cannot give any advice. But ultimately, we want you to hold hands with the primary schools until when the last primary school child in that school is on MS. I will not go through the challenges they have faced, but at least I need someone else to hear about their challenges so that you can tell us what their challenge is, and as a ministry, we can be able to support them. If I'm going to support the permanent secretary and the minister on EMIS, I must start home. My home is Acholi region and West Nile region. I have business in the country, but I must do it first at home. And your school is critical to me. Ensure, now I'm looking at the issues I mentioned here, my time is out. Ensure that your board of governors is functional. We have, Sister will tell you what to discuss about boards of governance, but the rule says that in the next 6 months of your board expiring, you start retesting the different constituencies to nominate. All the board requests you bring, the letters must have been received within 6 months. If I was to follow that, all the board applications that have passed in the last week, I would throw them out. Let's work on that. So if your board is expiring, if there is a problem, raise the problem, and let's see what to do. But I've also said, if you're bringing your board application, all of you don't have to walk out of that district. Let us divide ourselves into clusters. One person can bring board applications for the 4 people if we are all at the same time. But maybe let me add this to the budget. All the budgets are deferred, and if I had the chance, I would have carried them in. I had written what is required, but I will share it on WhatsApp so that you read. But the requirements changed, and you didn't get to know, so I'm telling you now. So don't ask why your budget has delayed. Some of the key things there that are missing. First of all, you increased the fees, or you started waiving fees in 2022 without a letter from PS. But that is another story now. That one is a little difficult. But we have it on our checklist, and we're still discussing it. So whoever is in universal secondary education and you charge the fees beyond, you must have a letter that allows you to, from PS. Now when you look for a school that has that, you will not find any. So, are we going to send away all the budgets? Maybe not. But before we reach that, there is communication you sent to the parents in the 3 terms. It must be there. There are minutes of finance committee meetings. They must be there. There are minutes of the PTA. They must be there. Why? Because you talk about finances in all those. The board minutes are there, but they don't have attendance lists. An attendance list is the physical one, where people are saying. So I want to request that you pick one of the 3 books you came back with and put in all those missing things. I will share that, and I tasked Mr. T here to see if we can print, but we were not able to print Mr. T. But never mind about that. I will adjust it now. I will put that on WhatsApp. My friends in the private schools, your boards must also be functional. Private schools will come around. You know, when I joined the ministry, I started in the private schools sector. It's a department, so I know a lot about private schools. And that's why I'm saying Acholi. All private schools should be here, and and all government schools where we get our cash. So I know a lot about private schools. I'm now in the government secondary. Okay? And the issues are still there, the same. So please, the budgets, improve that one book. And not everyone should come. I want to emphasize, work in what? Clusters. Give that book, so that when they come, they exchange with the old one I have, the one you left. And then we wait now for that one last thing, which is the PS's letter. And when the discussions are complete, if they say ignore, the budgets are approved. Now that one, I don't have a 100-day system. That one I have 1 week. Because the circulars are there. The board meetings is start. The finance meetings start. Now you are supposed to sit the board before 1st of February. If you are to levy fees, then the board should have accepted before the children pay the fees. Now you start after 1st of February. Please add a letter on your daily paper, just explaining because of ABCD, even if there are 2 lines, we are not able to see, but we start. Put it in that book. Before I start reading the board minutes, let me read that. So will that take you long to do? Okay, we wait when the school opens. 29, we go 1 week. Because members have not been at school. We go 1 week. One of you, actually in the district, if you have too many, you divide up. Contribute transport, so that one person comes to Kampala. Members, I don't want to see you in Kampala. I will do whatever it takes, including telling you that I'm now coming to Gulu, I'm going to go to this school and this school and this school. Please put all your budgets there, and I will issue a received note to you that I received this. I don't want to see you in Kampala. For what reason? You start preparing, you board at night, you come, you don't find me, I'm going to be on WhatsApp. Reach me on WhatsApp. Some of you, when you burn the fuel, sister will pick the van. Sister can come when he has come to support every one of you, and her boat is full because she's so generous to support many of you. Don't give her the burden. District chairs can do that. But you organize yourselves and let us get going. Highlight the teaching gaps in your schools. Before the term starts, I'm going to share a link now. I work with technology. I'm going to share a link where each school sits down and feels. I tested it here with Mr. Oti and he did it so everyone can do it. If you can't do it, walk to the next head teacher who has a phone. You can do it on your phone. You prepare your list, but go onto your phone and start putting this data. Mr. Oti, is it possible? Yeah, I did it on the phone. I want all the teaching gaps in your school because we are going into deployment. We are going into transfers, we should have. I'm not going to receive letters now and again, I'm missing this, I'm missing that, I'm missing that. I should be on top of this game to know what is happening in Acholi and West Nile region. Like I have requested, I hope Mr. Oti, that list is ready, you are working on it with someone. All the names of the head teachers in the schools and their status. Are they substantive? Are they acting? When I receive that, I'm going to add another column, Mr. Oti, and we start. And they should fill in there. You don't have to fill in for them. We start. all the deputies in your schools, the deputy teachers and their status. Are they substantive? Are they acting? I heard that yesterday, and my commissioner asked me on Monday the other day. He said, by close of business, please give me the status of the head teachers in your region. Did I have the information? And then Mr. T said, when you come, you will find it. As I travel back, I hope those who are here will have given you the information. Lastly, I've talked about ICT, I've talked about using technology, private schools, everything is going online, registration of schools is going online. Let's equip ourselves. I've talked about agriculture. I know they tell me West Nile Zomba is a food region, is the food basket of that region. Who is the food basket in Acholi? Who is the food basket? I'm also going to issue government schools. I'm going to issue, I think, another form. I want you to know how much land you have in your schools and what you do. The Nehemiah project has said plant trees around the boundaries because people are stealing. I want to invite you to let the whole school walk around the boundaries of your school by planting 1 tree per child around the boundaries of your school. So go back with the agriculture teacher and calculate how many trees you need so that becomes a target. But let the school walk around by planting. This class plant here, the other class plant here, and cover so that you also get to know your acreage. But in 100 days, I should know the acreage of the school that has been used for farmland. Sister, I don't want this one as a building. I want farmland. So that if we are looking for tractors, and when I was at Gayaza School, we wrote to the president that we would like to be a support to the region, and they gave us a tractor with all implements. And we said, whoever wants to do farming in the region, please come to Gayaza School. You pay minimum money, and a tractor that plants 10 acres in 1 day does it for you if you're planting maize. When they gave us the tractor, I don't want to say that my board is saying, but this tractor is for the school. If I'm going to look for tractors and they come to your school to support the